Hey Prove It community, welcome friends. My name is Dr. Heather and I'm super excited and honored to be with you here today to help answer all your questions that you have all things Prove It. So as you're joining, let me know where you're joining from. I'm actually going to refresh my computer over here so I can do my very best job to help answer all your questions. So I'm joining you live from Kansas City, right in the middle of USA. Let me know where you're joining from. We know we have the amazing Prove It community is touching people all around the globe. Super excited. I meet so many people last week at Epic, people from Italy, from Germany, from Scotland, from Portugal, from South America, North America, Canada, just all over the world. It was super, super exciting. Learned a lot of amazing information about our amazing Prove It technology, our Keto Nat, our support products. My job here today is to help you better understand what we have here in our hands, what we have here that can optimize your health, to help you be the very best version of your health, to help your health optimize every day, to increase your metabolic system. So get your questions ready. I'm here to help you better understand that, what you can use each and every day. So again, as you're joining, let us know where you're joining from. Let us know what you're drinking today. Maybe you're trying one of our ups. Maybe you just grabbed a keto kick today. I'm going to share just a couple minutes about myself, why people are getting notification, why you're tagging your friends and letting them know this is going on. And again, my name is Dr. Heather Carden, coming to you live from Overland Park or the Kansas City area. I've been blessed to be with the Prove It community since June of 2015. I've been practicing for 25 plus years in Overland Park, Kansas as a functional medicine practitioner. Part of our education to our patients, part of a fundamental practitioner, part of our supplement schedule, as we want to call it, is actually each and every patient. We recommend that they start with a clean, low carb diet. Some of them we do put on a ketogenic lifestyle. I've actually studied, practiced, and been on a ketogenic diet and lifestyle for many years myself. We've taught our patients about a ketogenic lifestyle. There are incredible benefits when your body's in a state of ketosis. Ketosis simply means your body is metabolically burning fat for fuel. When that happens, your body's more efficient. You have better clarity, better brain cognition, better digestion, better mental capacity, better moods. It actually calms down your nervous system so you can focus better, you can recall better, you can think better, you retain information better. When your nervous system is calmed down, you have better digestion, more clarity, better increase of your nutrients with digestion. Also, you get better skin, better sleep. Everything from your head to your toe optimizes better when you're burning ketone for fuel. Most of us, however, based on what we were taught in the 70s, 80s, have been sugar burners, are burning glucose, which comes from not only cakes and cookies and pies, but from breads, pastas, legumes, starchy vegetables, fruits. Those things all need insulin, which break down to glucose, which has been our primarily fuel. And to actually get on a ketogenic diet or been in a state of ketosis where we're burning fat for fuel, you have to go on a ketogenic diet or be an elite athlete, actually running quite a few miles or cycling miles, or being, again, an elite extreme athlete, or be on a ketogenic diet. What that looks like is you're consuming high amounts of fat, maybe 60, 70, 80% of your diet is from fats, nuts, seeds, and oil, moderate amounts of clean protein, and low amounts of carbohydrates, anywhere from 3 to 5 to 8%. That's generally just having some above ground greens and some nuts. So when the diet was actually formulated back in 1920s, mostly used at Mayo Clinic for children who were non-responsive to epileptic medication, those carbohydrates came from above ground green vegetables, came from some nuts and some seeds, didn't really come from prepackaged chips or fruits or fat bombs, just from regular old clean food. Now, what Prove It did, what nobody else could do, because we knew about the amazing benefits of being in ketosis. We talked about better mental clarity, better health, better moods, better digestion, better energy, better craving control, better satiety. Well, we know that diet can be hard. You're measuring, you're calculating all your macros, you're assuming what your input and output of your energy expenditure is every single day. Now, we simply just grab a shaker bottle. We grab a pack of pure therapeutic bioidentical ketones, the only one in the world. I'm still saying this. 2015, we said it. 2018, 2022, and a few days in 2023, we're still going to say Prove It has the only world pure therapeutic exogenous ketone that puts you in ketosis in less than an hour. not measuring food, not calculating food, not weighing out food. Yes, we still want you eating and living a clean lifestyle, whether that be a pescatarian, a vegetarian, a low carb, paleo, keto, whatever lifestyle is for you. We still want you having clean lifestyle. Jessica, I see your question. I'm going to get there, but you just have to simply mix it up or open it up, and it puts your body in ketosis in less than an hour. So Jessica had a question there. Let's chat about the keto cream. I love that question. So keto cream. Keto cream is also called functional fat. It comes in several different flavors. I just grabbed the better toffee. They also have mocha latte. They have a 5 or 6 different flavors. They have a pumpkin cream. They have a lemon shortbread. There is a carrot cake. So they're different flavors, but the foundational basis for them, the flavors are different. Foundational basis for them is it has 4 different collagens, type 1, 2, 5, and 10. We have over 60 different types of collagen in our body, but there's 5 most abundant ones, and 4 of the 5 most abundant ones are actually in this package. Collagen helps with our function with our joints, our ligaments, our skin elasticity, whether it's in our face or whether it's in our organs. So it helps with elasticity, skin function, joint function. It also has 3 different types of MCT, C8, which is amazing energy. Your body turns those right into ketones. Also C10 and C12. C12 is also known as lauric acid. It's antifungal, antibacterial, antiviral. Plus it has C-Med in there, which is our anti-aging. It actually helps your youthfulness. It helps prevent longevity. It actually helps prevent oxidation or oxidative phosphorylation that happens in our body. We're exposed to toxins all day long, but we have C-Med in many of our products, you'll see, which help with that anti-aging and to help prevent that oxidation that happens. Plus, we have a patent blend of cinnamon in here. Cinnamon is great for digestion. It's great for blood sugar. It's a good antioxidant. But this tastes amazing. So you can put it in your coffee. You can put it in your tea. You can put it with your ketones if you want. You can put it in with some oat milk, with some cashew nut milk. You can put it in a smoothie. We have lots of amazing recipes. If you're in our Drink Ketone Daily page, which you get access to as a customer, we have lots of amazing recipes in there. So you can use, you're going to have 2 cups of coffee, you could use a half a cup in each cup if you wanted to. It's totally up to you. So I'm going to jump over here to my computer so I can watch these questions feed a little bit better over here. And I know we've got quite a few coming in. So this is your time to ask those questions. And again, let us know where you're coming from. We love learning where you're listening from. Okay, Kelly Ray says, how long does 1 packet of ketones last? So it just depends on your body. We all are different human beings. We have different heights. We have different metabolisms. We burn different things at different rates, different hydration rates. Some people may be on a diuretic. Some people may be athletes. Some people may have a more sedentary lifestyle. So with all that being said, they are water soluble. So what that means is your body uses what it needs and eliminates out what it doesn't need. So some people will drink a packet of ketones and they may stay in ketosis for an hour. Some people may stay in ketosis for 4 hours. Some people may stay in ketosis for 6 hours. Say that you're fasting in the morning, you have your ketones, you go work out at the gym and you continue to fast. Well, that working out actually burns any stored glucose or glycogen. You could actually be in ketosis for 8 hours after having your ketones. It just metabolically varies from person to person. And the more that you drink ketones, so I've been drinking them now for years, the more metabolically flexibility that you have, which means the more your body gets used to or adapted to being in ketosis, the longer it will stay there. If you've been a sugar burner for decades and decades and decades, say you're 30, 40 years old, your body maybe hasn't been there, you haven't had the cleanest diet, you've been more of a sugar burner, not an elite athlete, not someone who's been on a ketogenic diet. It takes a while for your body to get back to used to saying, hey, I'm going to go back to my native fuel source and be in ketosis. So just give your body a chance to acclimate and accommodate, and it will get there. So is coffee too hot, I guess, for the keto cream or the broth? You just don't want it boiling. So if you're going to use the better broth or you're going to use the keto cream, you just don't want it boiling. I even make a jello out of the nat, which my mom loves and I love too. I boil the water, take it off the stove, stop the boiling, that's 212 degrees. As long as it's below the boiling point, then you can mix in your better broth. Or if you just run your water through a Keurig or a hot machine, as long as it's not boiling, below boiling, you're good to go with using the products. So you just don't want it boiling. Great question. And Paige is right. There's a versatility to all the products. So you can use, this is our amazing electrolyte. So you can use the Mitoplex with the Nat. You can use it alone. You can put it with the Better Broth if you want to. You can use it alone. You can use the Keto Cream with or without. You can always mix and match flavors. It's 100% up to you. So Mandy says, I had a lap band surgery 12 years ago. I would recommend. So if you've had a lap band surgery, your comments, they're too long, I can't read them. So if you've had a surgery or any pre-existing health condition, I'm not here to medically treat or diagnose. I'm not your personal physician. Always ask your healthcare provider before adding any new supplement. But if you've had a gastric bypass, you've had some type of surgery where you've limited the quantity of fluids that you can drink, you do need to have 12 to 16 ounces of fluid, just like it says here, to mix it with, because you want to make sure that you get a good concentration. If you mix it with a gallon of water, then it's going to take you a long time to drink it. You're not going to peak up into the level of ketosis. You're still going to get the benefits of the ketones, but you won't spike into measuring in ketosis. So you want to mix and measure it with 12 to 16 ounces of water. Now, if you've had a gastric bypass and you're on a limited quantity of water, then you want to make sure that you hydrate well in between that. Maybe you can't do 16 ounces in 30 minutes. Then you need to have that discussion with your doctor and mix it appropriately for the amount of water or fluids that you can have. Sarah asked a good question. Is the Keto Kick for kids? So the Nat Light, I didn't grab one. This says the Nat Light says parent approved. It comes in 4 different flavors, like it's a lemon, a grape, and a strawberry, and a strawberry, grape, lemon, and I'm sorry, I forgot the 4th flavor. Orange, that says orange. Giddy up grape, they're cute little flavors. Giddy up grape, orange, strawberry, lemon, and there's 4 different flavors, and they come in a mixed package. They're called Nat Light, and they're parent approved. They're about 50% of the serving of Nat Light, and they're all caffeine free. They're uncharged. So the Nat Light is more for someone who wants a half a serving. There's no caffeine. It's parent approved, so that would be more for children. But the Keto Kick is actually for adults, because this is 1 serving of beta hydroxybutyrate. It is concentrated. It still has 100 milligrams of caffeine in here, and I think Sarah's asking about that. So this is used to just take like a shot. You don't reconstitute it. You don't mix it in with water or in a Hinkley bottle. You take it just like it is. It's called a neurotonic because it has more specific amino acids for your brain. So it's a neuro boost, a neuro brain. Take it before an exam, before a presentation. I know I've had some patients take this before their onset of a headache or some vertigo or dizziness, because it has a good combination of different electrolytes along with the beta hydroxybutyrate, but it's meant to be like a neuro boost. So for me, before a presentation, before a long day, when your brain starts to get tired at the end of the day, it's a neuro kick or a keto kick to get your brain really going. Maybe you're jet lagged, you switch time zones. This is a great time to use that as well to get that extra boost of ketones. So great questions. So Paige says her son loves the Giddy Up grape. Yeah, I love the smell of them. They smell like lifesavers almost when you smell those individual packages. So Lisa's asking about drinking ketones while she's on a specific medication. So again, check with your healthcare provider or check with your pharmacist. These are water soluble, just like vitamin B is water soluble, C is water soluble, water's water soluble. And to date, since we launched in 2015, we have not found any contraindication with any pharmaceutical or over-the-counter medication that you should not take ketones with. However, always check with your doctor. They know your health far more extensively than we do, especially if you have several prescriptions you're on. Check with your pharmacist. Ketones do have a mild diuretic effect. So if you're maybe already a heart patient, you're on several diuretics, and you're limited on your water intake, please check with your healthcare provider. It is a positive thing to have a mild diuretic effect because it helps pull water out of fat cells. It initiates a lymphatic system flowing. So we always advise that you get some movement in, but it's a good thing to help get the lymphatic system flowing, start pulling those water and toxins out of those fat cells. The interstitial cells, the cells or layers between your muscle and your fat and your skin, it gets that moving. But make sure you drink plenty of water in between your servings. These are great questions. I'm trying to, get some other comments here. they're coming through. So great questions. Again, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what you are mixing up. I loved the toasted marshmallow keto cream too. The keto cream. That was probably my number one favorite one. I would love for that to come back. I always tell corporate that too when I see them. So Rosalie is asking a question. How long after you eat something with dextrose will it raise your insulin? That is a magic question. It will depend for each and every individual being. If you put 20 people on a line and you said take this X amount of dextrose, everyone's different. People are insulin resistant, people are leptin resistant. It's going to depend for each individual person. So there's no specific way to tell that. So yes, collagen will help your hair and your nails grow as well as your skin, your bones, elasticity. So I did not include that fact when I was talking about keto cream. So also with the Better Broth, so the collagen does help with nail and hair growth along with elasticity of skin, helps with wrinkles. We also have hyaluronic acid and type 2 collagen inside the broth, as well as we have the beta hydroxybutyrate and a very complementary amount of protein. Sometimes when you make bone broth yourself and maybe you're fasting, you'll get the protein level too high because you didn't get all the protein off of the bones. But this has the right amount of protein because too much protein will stimulate insulin, which can actually take you out of ketosis. That's why this is a very calculated amount of protein. But having the type 2 collagen and the hyaluronic acid is amazing for gut healing, amazing for gut leaky gut, is amazing for SIBO, because what happens with leaky gut is the gut gap junctions get further apart and then debris and filtrate get down in there. And then when you combine hyaluronic acid, which puffs up type 2 collagen, it actually seals those tight junctions or those leaky guts back close again, which helps the gut heal, which is very good. And even for the gingiva of the mouth, and you hear all the time about hyaluronic acid, helping get rid of wrinkles. Sorry, I have mine over 50, well earned, but it helps the gut tremendously. So with the skin, the hair, the nails, and the gut inside, I love this broth. You can have it in the morning, you can have it in the evening. It's an amazing tool that many people aren't utilizing, but I love it. It's not just for the reboot. It's not just for the fast. You can have this any time of day. You can even have it along with a meal if you want, just to get the extra boost of ketones, the extra boost of hyaluronic acid and collagen. Thanks for bringing that up. Okay, what about the Keto Pro? Somebody asked me. I did not grab a Keto Pro. I can't have the heart tart here and me not taste it. So the Keto Pro is our ketones infused with some extra protein and MCT. What time of day should you use it was the next question. So it's our Keto Pro, so it's a little bit less of the beta hydroxybutyrate. However, it has additional MCT, specifically C8. Your body will take the C8 and turn that into additional ketones. Plus it has ketone-friendly amino acids. So it's great pre-workout. It's great for post-workout. It is great. We use it to break our 24-hour fast. We use it for breaking our reboot. I actually drink it every night before bed. I take that because it helps calm down your nervous system. We have a great video on our Prove It TV channel you can watch, or whoever invited you to. Our community page here can actually show you how to find that video done by Dr. Lillian, showing that whether you're in ketosis through exogenous ketones or through a natural ketogenic diet, metabolically, having your brain in a state of ketosis when you go to bed accelerates the repair, the restoration and resetting of the cortisol level, your brain, why it heals at night or why it restores and rejuvenates at night. Having your brain in a state of ketosis is very beneficial for your quality of sleep. So I have my Keto Pro at bedtime. However, my husband has his Keto Pro post-workout. There's not a wrong or right time to have it, but it's additional protein, additional MCTs, and I love the flavor. So I love vanilla. I love mixing half banana with half of the dark chocolate. I always mix mine with water because I just love the way it tastes. But you could blend it if you wanted to with a little bit of almond milk, with a little bit of oat milk. But if you're blending it with milk, it will actually stop your fasting period. So if you're having it in the morning and you're mixing with some type of nut milk, that starts your eating window if you're worried about intermittent fasting. I just saw that question. Or if you're having it late at night, or if I were to take mine and mix it with the nut milk, then it would actually still be in my feeding window. But if you have it with water, that's in a fasting window. Hopefully that helps clarify it. Oh, and Jessica, that's right. You do have somebody says, yes, and the maple. They do have a maple. It tastes like a pancake, like maple syrup. They do have a maple keto cream. That's right. I forgot about that flavor too. I love doing half better toffee and half of the regular vanilla sweet cream. I think everybody's got a combination they like. So, Macho says, can you eat too many carbs that will kick you out of ketosis? So there's two types of ketosis. There's the one when you're naturally in ketosis on a natural ketogenic diet. So yes, if we're not talking about therapeutic ketones, too many carbs, too much protein can organically take you out of a natural state in ketosis. However, when you're eating ketones when you're drinking ketones and you're having food, your body will always pick the exogenous ketones. We heard Dr. Angela Poff, who's highly thought of, highly in the ketogenic world space. She's a scientific researcher out of the University of Tampa, South Florida. Somebody asked her this question: what happens when you have a bagel or you have a carbohydrate and you have the ketones and you refeed with carbohydrates? This fuel source is already usable. Think of it if you had an avocado and a bagel and you had ketones. Well, if you had the avocado, your body has to go through all the digestive process to break it down, and then it can actually get the fuel source from it. Or if you had a bagel, your body has to go through the whole fuel source and break it all digestion, break it all down, then it can get the glucose. With the ketones, it's readily available. It's preferred source. It's always going to be chosen over the carbohydrate because it delivers more ATP, as oxygen sparing. So if I have a bagel and I have my ketones here and I have them at the same time, this energy source is going to get used first. Then it goes back to the carbohydrate. Now, if you have your ketone and your body's almost used it up, and then 3 or 4 hours later you have a carbohydrate, well, your body's maybe almost done with this. So once your body's finished utilizing the exogenous ketones, then it will go to the carbohydrates if that's what you refeed with. It's not one kicking out the other one. It will use this first, and then it will go to the next fuel source, which for this question happens to be carbohydrates. If you refeed with protein, which breaks down via insulin, that will be glucose as well. But if you drink this and then you have a handful of nuts, that's a fat, then your body will break that down. So it will always prefer, as Dr. Angela shared last weekend at Epic, it will prefer the ketones, then it will go back to whatever was given next, which is carbohydrates. So that's a great question. That's one that gets asked actually quite a bit, and I'm glad you must be a new person, or it can be confusing for people. Like, it's like when you have a hybrid car and it can use either the battery or the gas, which does it use? It depends on which phase or stage it's at and what's more sparing for the body. Well, this is an instant energy source. This is even more instant than this because this had to be shaken up with water and the salt had to come off of it, where this is a straight beta hydroxybutyrate bound to a straight beta hydroxybutyrate. This is a beta hydroxybutyrate bound to a ketone salt or sodium, so I have to shake it up with water, then I drink it, and then it comes apart and gets energy. Well, this is energy with the minute I drink it into my blood cell, I have that energy. I love that. Jill says, never another day without ketones. Me either. Never another day. I love that. And where are you guys watching from? I see a few people are sharing where they're watching from. I know where Mike's watching from, and Maria's from Australia. And someone's drinking a Mojito Charge, Cosmic Star. Oh my gosh, that was so yummy. What did you think the Cosmic Star tasted like? I guess in good morning over there in Australia. It's about noon here in the Midwest. We do have a few more minutes here. I'm just trying to get some more targeted questions here. And don't forget, you can tag a friend on here. And don't forget, we have the 12 days of Christmas going on. So every day there's a new promotion going on. So if you happen to miss one day, you can always catch the next day, which is amazing. And we do this live Q&A every single Wednesday. So if there's a question that you had, or maybe you missed the live, you can always go back and you can actually use a search bar up above, or have a friend help you find that, and you can get the information that maybe you missed, that maybe we didn't talk about today or wasn't asked today. Okay, Betty Wood, this is a great question because we just launched a promo program, or kind of launched a pilot program called the iFast program. So the iFast program is meant to be like a 24-hour fast. But really what it's meant to do is help you get into intermittent fasting. So you're going to use the kit, and if you've gotten a kit, you can put iFast down below. You're not going to fast for no food for 4 days. You're actually going to wake up, you're going to have your Signal OS, you're going to have your Mitoplex, you're going to have your ketones, and then you're going to eat within a 6 to 8 hour window like you normally would. Then you're going to have your products. So they're using the iFast program is to get people who've never been doing intermittent fasting. Maybe you're eating in a 14-hour window. My hands don't even spread that far. You're eating maybe from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. And the thought of waiting till 11 a.m. and then stop eating at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. is like a little scary for you. The iFast program is to help get people who've never done intermittent fasting, or maybe people who are eating keto, but they're still eating in a 12-hour window thinking, gosh, I still have to eat that 1980 style. I still need my mini snacks in there. I still need to eat from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., which is a 14-hour window. We would know that the benefits have shown, scientific research has been out there nowhere for 5+ years, 60+ months, saying we need to actually eat in a 5-hour window because that allows for autophagy. That allows for rest and reset of many of our hunger hormones, many of our sex hormones, our neurotransmitters. It allows for healing of our and resetting of many of our other levels of lymphatic system. I'm trying to get too sciencey on you guys. So the iFast program is meant to help the person who really has not done any intermittent fasting, or they've tried and they can't get it down to an 8-hour window, which we know is optimal. So you still eat in an 8-hour window. You still have 2 good meals in there. You still get protein, your vegetables, your healthy fat, and maybe a snack in the middle of the day. So you're still going to get good nutrition in. We're still going to have, 1,000, 1,200 calories in there. You're still going to have protein and veggies, 4 cups of veggies, 2 big servings of protein and a good snack in there. But you're going to use the ketones to help fill that energy slot that maybe you feel slump in the middle of the morning, or when you get snacky at night. You're going to use the products like the Pro to help ward off the snacks away. You're going to use the Signal OS to help calm down the brain, to help you get better rest. You're going to use the Signal S in the morning to help you rise and shine. So that is designed to help you. I know it's already sold out, so I'm sharing this a little bit more. So it's designed to help you, the person who just can't seem to get intermittent fasting wiggled down into that 8-hour window. So thanks for asking that, Betty. I hope that actually helped you understand that more. And I'm glad that you went to your doctor and had that check, because it's not maybe for everyone, but just so you know, that was meant. You're still going to eat food. You're still going to have meals. You're still going to have protein. You're still going to have vegetables. You're still going to have food. It's not a 4-day water fast or a 4-day just product fast. It is a 4-day eating meals, having 1,000 calories, eating real food fast, and cutting out all the processed stuff. No cakes, cookies, pies, sugar, that kind of stuff we're cutting out. And that's hard for a lot of people as they get started. So I'm glad you asked that question, because next time it comes for sale, now people will know how to understand that. We did get that an Epic that was explained to us, and if you weren't an Epic, you might not have understood that correctly. I know there was maybe some misunderstanding education when it was over on the Drink Ketone Daily page. So it can be used a couple different ways. And let me know what flavor you're drinking up now. I know we've got a couple more minutes here. And so, Betty, I gave you my thoughts on the iFast there. I think it's a great tool to help people get their eating window down, because I know a lot of people struggle. They do okay in the morning, and they can really, I'm okay with not eating in the morning, but you still want to get those good energy to your brain in the morning. You don't just want to survive on coffee alone, and you still want to make sure you're having plenty of water and getting energy to your brain. You don't want to crash, because what happens when people begin intermittent fasting and they're not using ketones, they make it to the morning, but then they end up overeating and they end up binge eating. We know that from scientific research. So when you can have ketones in the morning, you can have some electrolytes in the morning, you're still getting energy to the brain, so your brain doesn't go, oh, now finally food, and then you see yourself over serving or going back for seconds when you really didn't need that many calories and that much food. You ate a proper portion at that time. That's why this is important in the morning when you're trying to begin intermittent fasting. And the same at the end of the day, of course, not the caffeine free. So it helps calm your brain down, as I shared with that video from Dr. Lillian on our Keto 101 series in sleep, is that it's going to help calm that down so you don't go for snacky food food at night, whether it's ice cream, popcorn, or a glass of wine, or whatever it is you like to snack on at night, we're going to use ketones to help calm down your brain, calm down dopamine, which is your impulsivity. You just went for the ice cream, you're going to go for the popcorn, but you weren't going to do that, and then today you did it again. And tomorrow I'm not going to have that. The ketones help increase GABA, which is your feel-good, joyful hormone, give you more energy so you get going throughout the day. So it helps create that good eating pattern that's sustainable for life. It's meant to help you get going. So you can use that 4-pack. Maybe you bought a couple of them, use them the first week. Maybe the second week, use one every other day so you get a good pattern going. So you're eating in that 8 to 9 hour window. I know I probably talked a little bit about that. So Michaela Duffy, the group is called Drink Ketones Daily. You have to be a customer. Once you buy from the corporate page from a referral person, you get an invite from the corporate. So Prove It HQ will send you a link saying, hey, thank you for being a customer. We're going to thank you, show our gratitude for being a customer, and you get invited to our corporate coaching community page. And you'll see we have a couple dozen different coaches in there. We give lots of mindset, we give lots of recipes in there, and then they explain that page. So that's where that page is. So if you're a customer, get with the person who referred you, and they can help you get there. So I think we talked about the Keto Pro. I think we've gotten a lot of good questions answered today. So the Signal OS, we'll cover that. I just have a PM here. There's an AM and the PM, and then we'll finish up for today. So there's a Signal AM and there's a Signal PM. This has our Signal OS in it. It has our CMed in there. That is our anti-aging herbal blend. It has adaptogens, vitamins, and minerals in there. The morning ones have some adaptogens to help us rise and shine, help our adrenal glands get going, help our thyroid get going, because our thyroid turns us on for the day. Our adrenal glands are little glands above our kidneys, kind of like the engines for our body. They keep us going to keep our mitochondria burning throughout the day. So we turn our thyroid on, we get our adrenal glands going, then we feed them ketones throughout the day to get us going. So they are meant to work together synergistically to keep our body steady eddy with energy. So we're not up and down throughout the day. We're not having those cravings. So the Signal OS AM is meant to help us rise and shine nice and steadily, not startle out of bed and get going and hit the snooze 20 times. It's meant to help our body smooth transition to get going. And at the end of the day, the Signal PM has other herbal blends in there. It has other things like 5-HTP. It has other magnesium, calcium, some vitamin D, and you can look all of those things up on the website. We're 100% transparent of what's in there and how many milligrams. It's meant to help calm the brain down, again, to help calm dopamine down, calm the central nervous system down, so your body will rest and repose at night. We know when you get better sleep, you're going to repair that cortisol is going to recycle. We know we're going to repair when you get in that deeper sleep sooner. That first 4 hours of sleep is so important. That's where your body does its best work. It's going to lower your resting heart rate so we can give that a break, get time for autophagy to happen. So that's what the AM does, and that's what the PM does. You can take a closer look. We have got great videos on that as well, but those are the benefits. It's not just for the reboot. It's not just for the 1 day of the 24 fast. You can take the AM and PM every day, anywhere from 1 to 3. I think these have 3 in it because this is from a reboot kit, but you can take 1 or 2 in the morning, 1, 2, or 3 at night, depending on your sleep quality, depending on how your brain is. If your brain is a go, 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 you got a list going all the time and you need a little bit more help winding down, taking a uncharged NAT or a Keto Pro uncharged with PM will help your brain calm down. Again, always check with your healthcare provider if you're taking anything else for sleep. Benita says, what's the best way for the 24 fast? I love this question. We'll end with that, because if you're not doing a 24-hour fast, this will upgrade your health. It'll break a stall or a plateau. It'll take your metabolism to the next level. So I like to do a 24-hour fast, brunch to brunch. So I generally do it Sunday. So Sunday afternoon to Monday afternoon. We eat somewhere. We generally go to church in the morning, a later service, especially when it's getting colder here in the Midwest, and then have a brunch around 2. And I always have lots of things to do on Sunday to get ready for Monday. So then Monday, again, I have my brunch around 2 or 3. Then we just do regular housework, yard work, get ready for work on Monday. Then Monday morning, I have some ketones. I have maybe some broth sometimes, and then I have a nice lunch Monday afternoon. It's that simple. So I just use a 24-hour 24-hour fasting kit that they have. I start a little bit earlier. I don't wait till 5 or 6 to have my dinner. I have lunch about 2 or 3, and then the hard part happens about 3 a.m. It's that 12-hour point where your body starts autophagy from 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. That's when the magical work's done. You're really hitting autophagy. Your human growth hormone's increasing. You're going after fat burning. So when you wake up at 6 and you do some exercise, you're going after glucose and glycogen. Then you're feeling really, really good. And then again, you get done with work in the morning. You have your ketones in the morning. You have your electrolytes. And then when it's time for a later lunch, you're good to go. You've hit that 24-hour mark, and then you can have a good. Some people like to do an early dinner and do a 5 o'clock to 5 o'clock because that way I like to eat with their family. Just do what works best for you. You know your personal schedule. You know what the days of your weeks look like. So choose a day that works for you. I used to do Thursday to Friday because Thursday is my busy day. Or I used to do Tuesday nights. I work late at the clinic, so I used to do Tuesday lunch to Wednesday lunch because I would work really late on Tuesday nights and I get home like it's too late to eat because it's after 8 o'clock. Choose a day that works for you. It's okay to switch it up during the week. It's okay to switch up the days of the week that work for you. This busy time of year, you've got a concert at night, you don't have time to cook, you're going to be busy and occupied. That's a great day to do a 24-hour fast. Keep your water in, keep your ketones in, keep your electrolytes in. The first day that you do a 24-hour fast, you actually lose about 3 grams of sodium just by fasting. So you could do up to 3 of the Mitoplex with some additional pink Himalayan sea salt. So usually the reason people don't feel great, or they call it the keto flu, is really just a loss of sodium. So have a nice Epsom salt bath, have some extra pink sea salt. You can have up to 3 of the Mitoplex a day. You can put them with your ketones. You can put them with your water. You can just take a straight Mitoplex shot if you want. It's totally up to you. So our time is over today, but thank you guys for joining me. Again, my name is Dr. Heather Carden, coming to you live from Overland Park, Kansas, or Kansas City, whichever you want to call it. It's a suburb. Excited and honored to be here with you to help you better understand all things Prove It. Don't forget, we have the 12 days of Christmas we're going on. There's lots of things coming up at the end of the year here, exciting stuff. So keep your notifications on, invite friends over here to our community page, because as you see, we talk a lot of things about your health and things that you can utilize and optimize our amazing tools here at Prove It to increase your health this time of year. Many people say, oh, I'll start that health kick next year. Now is the time. It's never too late. Every single day you're making health choices. Every single day your body's making new cells. Every single day your body's turning over cells. Every day is the right day to start a better health journey. Have an amazing day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Actually, every Wednesday at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time, we have the same live. There's myself or another educator, another doctor will be here to help you better understand all things Prove It. Have a great day and keep on proving it.